Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Danny and yes, this is the third video in a row that I'm filming today. I'm just feeling like it. I'm like really excited to talk about all those new releases and all those new topics. And this one I am the most excited about because it is IU, one of my favorites, one of my all-time favorites that has released a sort of mini album, let's call it like that, of unreleased songs. There are 5 songs in total called Pieces, and I freaking love it. I love the cover of this album because we have all the different pieces from it with the clock and then having lilac, a love poem, palette, Shashaya, modern times, and the last one I had to look it up, and it's actually one of her mini albums that she released 2012, being the spring of a 20-year-old. And I feel like it's all connected because it's all songs that she did not release with those works that she was working on at the time, and there's a story behind all of them. I did check out all the songs to see if I had like a lyric version or just like a performance or something like that, and I found 2 performances of her for 2 songs, as we have here, like I said, 5 songs in total, being Drama, Next Stop, Winter Sleep, You, and Love Letter. And also, fun fact, for the song Love Letter, she actually performed it the end of 2020 at the Sketchbook. And at the time, she did perform it with the guitar and everything was beautiful. I did check it out, just a bit of it. When asked about the title of the song, she said that it was an unreleased track and that she still didn't have a title for it. And now we have it, and it's called Love Letter, and it's beautiful, it's stunning. Plus, also, I'll put more information on the screen, but on the, I think it was for the live performances of Winter Sleep and Station or Stop, it really depends on the translation, there was a lovely person that put a little bit of like the description of what the songs meant. So we have it for Drama, Next Stop or Station, and Winter Sleep, and I find it to be so freaking nice. Thank you so much for doing so. I'll put the screen cap that I took of the comment with the explanations that were actually the translation from what IU said to explain this track. I don't know where you can find it. I'm really out of the loop with this one. But you can pause the video and check it out. I find it to be so interesting, and sometimes I will mention some of the things that I read here because that information was so nice to have, and to have a little bit of a background story on what she was going through as she released those songs. And I have been talking for the last 5 minutes non-stop, so I hope you're still watching. Let's jump right into it and check out the first one, that is Drama. One thing that I really enjoy about her songs, and this one is like the perfect example of that, it's sometimes they sound like lullabies in a way, or like kid songs. But when you pay attention to the story that she's telling, it has a sort of a moral, let's say, or overall like theme or conclusion that you come to when you start finishing listening to the song. And it always has a deeper meaning, but at first it always sounds a little bit more like lighthearted and sort of very fresh in a way, and then you pay more attention to the lyrics and it becomes all much like darker after you pay attention to it. But at first it's always like a lullaby, like a song for kids. For some of the songs, not always all the tracks that she releases, of course. It was nice. is the flute.
언제부턴가 급격하게 단조로 바뀌던 배경음악 조명이 꺼진 세트장에 혼자 남겨진 나는 단역을 맡은 그냥 평범한 여자 꽃도 하늘도 한강도 거짓말 나의 드라마는 또 이렇게 끝나 나왔는지조차 모르게 끝났는지조차 모르게.
Wow. It's a very short song. I was not expecting a song that short. But it definitely has this very, like, almost childish sort of perspective. Very naive at the very least. And for this song, like I said before, we had a little explanation. I won't be reading the entire thing. I'll put it in the screen. You can stop and check it out because there's a lot. But I just want to read some of the points that she made. So, Drama is a song that I wrote when I was 20. So, are you speaking? I composed it because I wanted to share a friend who was going through a breakup and was very pessimistic about love for a few days. Although I didn't release it yet, I have so much affection for this song that I sang it for my encore, or actually encore. I occasionally try to write songs with similar emotions, but it seemed like I was trying to imitate a version of myself from a chapter that I had already passed in my life, so I stopped doing so. And I do really enjoy that because it's really her just having this song that she wrote at one point in time that captured a very important feeling that she had, even though it was a feeling that her friend was going through, but she captured it and she was able to transcribe it and put it into a song. As time passed and she did not release it, she tried to redo it but didn't feel quite right. And she was able then to go back to it and release it as is in order to maintain what made that song special in the first place. She even says, I'm sincerely grateful towards my fans who didn't forget the existence of the song Drama and strongly requested for it to be released officially. So I did end up checking out the lyric video for this release because I really wanted to understand. And with IU songs, the lyrics have as much weight as the instrumental has, and sometimes even more. And so I really wanted to understand what she was singing about. And I really like it because even if it has this very lightweight and sort of kids song music or rhythm to it, or musicality, let's say, it has a very deep sort of meaning. In the first part of the song, you go through the plot line thinking you are the main character of this love story, of this drama. But at some point, you realize that the song turned minor, as she says in the lyrics, which means like the song became a little bit sad. Minor and major songs always have this thing, a major sounds happy and minor sounds sad. And so she makes a reference to that, which I freaking love about her lyrics. And then you sort of realize that you are more of a secondary character and your love is down, you're pessimistic, and you can see it when she was talking about how this song was for her friend that was going through a breakup and feeling very pessimistic about things. So it's really cool that you had that change of mind and those emotions, how she captured it. It made it feel so easy to understand, whilst at the same time still explaining something that is pretty rough to go through. So that I really enjoy. She doesn't go overboard with her vocals, she keeps it very simplistic as the instrumental, and all the weight of the song is in the lyrics, and I love that. Love it so freaking much. Then let's move on to the next one, that is Next Stop, or otherwise known as Station. Well, there's no subs, and it's only her and the guitar.
다음 정거장에서 만나게 될까 그리워했던 얼굴을 다음 바람불에는 만나게 될까 그리곤 했던 풍경을 해는 정해진
It's so nice.
거리는 비어가는데 단 한 사람 어제와 같은 그 자리 떠날 줄을 모르네 두둑
Whoa.
무심하게 빗줄기 세로로 내리고 빗금을 따라
Wow.
무거운 한숨 떨어지는데 정거장에서 만나게 될까 그리워했던 사람을 다음 바람불에는 만나게 될까 그리곤 했던 얼굴을
So simple but so effective. Beautiful melody.
한 뼘 머리 위로 꽃노을 발갛게 번지고 황혼을 따라 춤추는 그늘 길어지는데 정거장에서 만나게 될까 그리워했던 바람을 다음 바람불에는 만나게 될까 그리곤 했던 기억을
It's beautiful.
하님 이 다음 세상에 나 닿을까 떠난 적 없는 그곳에
The simplicity of it all, but even if you don't understand a single word that's coming from her mouth, you still are like drawn in, and you still feel like you're just captivated by the entire performance. The fact that she starts the song alone and then moves on with the acoustic guitar and her voice only, and then slowly but surely she adds in all the other instruments, just puts you like coming one step closer to it all, and have a little bit of the sort of climax of the song and even her reaching some high notes, but it never feeling like it's too much or it's overtly done. Not at all. It's very simplistic, and she plays with the simplicity of it all so freaking well. It's just like wow. I will go and check out the lyrics for this one as we only watched the live performance, and I will be right back. And we are back. And so for this one as well, there are a little bit of an explanation, or actually her explanation of what she went through while writing the song and what she meant and everything. I'll put it on the screen like I did for the previous one. You can stop whenever you want, and I will be reading some parts that I found really interesting. So she says, I started writing this song when I was 25, so by the time I was done I was 26. There were some songs whereby the lyrics and melody come to my mind together, like a piece of music born with two as one. It had been a while since I had a song like that, and this was one of them. It can't be helped. that I am biased towards such songs. But the moment I wrote the first verse, as easily as breathing, I was so in love with the song. But even then, I forgot about it. It was a year later when I encountered my character, Tian, in my Mister, which by the way is an amazing drama. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. While there was no planned cast in stone, it was a song that I definitely wanted to release one day, beyond being a storyteller, but as a top liner, who is a person who composes the main melody of a song. I think this song contains my most central emotions as a creator. This is the only song that we mix in the vocals from the guide version. It contains both my voice from 3 years ago as well as my current voice. I sang it calmly back then, but now I sing it in a way that appeals to emotions. Ironically, it might be because it's all in the past now. Between June, which is her birth name, let's say, and Jian is a station. The two are connected by the distance of a station. The translation of the song is actually the station, so it all makes sense, and I ended up reading the entire thing. And the song has such beautiful lyrics, like the chorus in the very beginning saying, "Shall we meet at the next station, the face I missed? Shall we meet at the next blue light, the scenery I used to draw? The sun goes down at the set time. The streets are empty. There's only one person left at the same place as yesterday, who doesn't know how to leave. Drip, drop, indifferently. The rain falls vertically. A heavy sign falls along the hatch." And then we go back to the chorus. It is such a beautiful song. And this is another song that feels like it is like almost like a lullaby a little bit, but because there are some more of like the climax spots of the song, it takes away a little bit of that sort of way of singing it, but it's still very calm. And the way she said of how when she first wrote it, it was very calm as she was going through it, and now looking back in all those emotions, she can add those emotions to the way she interprets the song and sings it, and adding that power to it, because it makes sense, because it is in the past, and because she went through the making of that drama that made perhaps her see things a bit differently, and calling it the station of like going to that station or the next stop and waiting for that person they are, and the link between the two. They really enjoy it. The next song that we have here is Winter Sleep, and for this one as well we have a live performance. And I don't know why, but this one, by its name, I can't help but think that it might be something very intense emotionally, but let's jump right into it and see what it is all about. It's a complete different set and vibe as well.
실컷 자고 나오면 그때쯤엔 예쁘게 피어있겠다. 별 띄운 여름 한컵 따라다.
I love the melody of this one.
너의 머리맡에 두었어. 금세 다 녹아버릴 텐데 너는 아직 혼자 쉬고 싶은가 봐. 너 없이 보는 첫 봄이 여름이 괜히 왜 이렇게
I love the melody. Oh.
다가기 전에 널
Went a little bit more dramatic.
보여줘야 하는데 꼭 봐야 하는데 내게 기대어 조각 잠을 자던 그 모습 그대로 잠들었구나. 무슨 꿈을 꾸니 깨어있는 멈추려 있을 너의 그 마른 어깨를 꼭 안아줘야 하는데 내게 기대어 조각잠을 자던 그 모습 그대로 잠들었구나. 무슨 꿈을 꾸니 깨어나면 이야기해줄 거지. 언제나의
Wow.
아침처럼.
Amazing. Ah, I love it. It really feels like she's lost a little bit in her performance. She just completely vanishes into her performance, and you see her like just staring into nothing, or at the very least what seems nothing, but being like put into the drowning into her performance, and I love that. So for this one, because we did watch the live performance of it, I don't have the lyrics, but I did look them up. I have here them in front of me. But for this one as well, we have a little bit of a new explanation of what she thought about while making this song. So she says, it started out as a sketch when I was 27, and I had more thoughts than usual about a life leaving this world and about being left on such a world. And I finally completed the song when I was 29 after experiencing several more huge separations. It contains a story of welcoming the first year alone after sending off a beloved family member, friend, or pet. It was a track that the lyrics were not difficult to write due to the clear plot in the order of spring, summer, autumn, and winter, but in comparison to that, the whole song took a much longer time to be completed. That's because I wanted to use direct expressions, yet I didn't want the emotions to turn out to be too superficial. The song took the longest time to record. I'm usually the type to try my best to be as concise as possible in my expression during recordings, but for this song, I didn't feel the need to hold back my emotions. Instead, to maximize the feelings of longing, I tried to go for a rather bold arrangement. That's also the reason why the song is based on piano, unlike the other tracks. Which I didn't notice, as this one was the first track, and I did already listen a little bit to Love Letter, as this one was the only one in piano, but don't really understand why exactly what it has to do with it. I don't get it. But still, lovely choice. It sounded really good. Even though a great loss came into my world, there were flowers blooming, stars coming up, and poems being born out there without delay. In between these repetitive seasons is winter sleep. As I sing this song, this time I really won't break down anymore. They'll know this isn't a lie. So beautiful, and it's really, really beautiful. Even if you don't understand, like I said before, even if you don't understand the lyrics, what she's singing about, you can feel the emotions that she's trying to convey. She has beautiful vocals. She can control it and give it the amount of emotion necessary to convey what she's going through. The control here and the way she changed from head voice to a little bit of falsetto to then having more power and belting a little bit those notes. It was so freaking beautiful. Like, we know she's a great singer, but then using it to add more dynamics to what the lyrics and what she's going through and putting all the emotion in it was really, really nice. And the song being about like the first time, the first year, the first like cycle of all of the seasons they have to go through after losing someone is so touching. And she went through a whole lot, knowing that she started the song at 27 and only finished it at 29 after going through even more losses, makes it feel like all the much more like personal and very authentic and very close to her. And it's just so beautiful. Leaning on me and sleeping like a sculpture, you fell asleep just like that. What are you dreaming about? You tell me when you wake up, like always morning. Fold the page at bottom, I put it in your mailbox, underline the sentence that you like the most. Will you read it when you meet me? In the white breath of winter, I put my words to myself. Even though I've been enduring it well, sometimes I miss you immaturely. And like she says, even in her explanation, saying that this time around I won't break down while singing the song because of how personal this song is for her. So far, this song is my favorite from all the songs, but then again, all the songs are extremely beautiful, and her voice is so soothing, so calm, but she can be singing about such serious topics, and like, it's just like really, really intense, and ah, you did it again, I love it. Okay, then the two remaining tracks are You and Love Letter. Another guitar song. An acoustic guitar at that.
아득히 떨어진 곳에서 아무 관계 없는 것들을 보며 조금 쓸쓸한 기분으로 나는 너를 보고픈 너를 떠올린다.
Beautiful melody once more.
알달다 일부러 그러나 넌 어떨까 오늘도 어여쁜가 어딘가 너 있는 곳에도 여기와 똑같은 하늘이 드나 문득 걸음이 멈춰지면 그러면 너도 잠시 나를 떠올려주라.
Nice harmonies.
단어가 이리도 많을까 뜨고 흐르고 설키고 떨어진다 아득히 떨어진 곳에서 끝없이 한오는 누구를 할까 별 하나 없는 새카만 밤 나는 너를 유일한 너를 떠올린다.
It's already done? Oh, it's 3 minutes. I thought it was much shorter than that. Oh my god. This song is really beautiful as well. Beautiful melody. And for this time around, you had a little bit of both. A little bit of acoustic guitar, a little bit of the piano as well. Beautiful harmonies. She sounded so sweet, so calming, so soothing, like I said before. But it was just like, you had a little bit of this melancholic feeling to it, which I cannot really pinpoint why, but I have to check out the lyrics, which I have right here. From a distant place, looking at things I have nothing to do with, I kind of feel lonely. I always think of you when I miss you. I feel bad for doing it on purpose. What about you? Are you pretty today? Wherever you are, the same sky as here comes and goes. If you suddenly stop walking, then think of me for a moment. Okay, putting IU meaning of you when she has already a song called like that, you won't find anything. So I don't know exactly what is the meaning behind it, but one thing is for sure. There is definitely a very melancholic type of track from the lyrics, and it has this sort of longing feeling for this person that they lost that person, and now they keep on thinking about how they are feeling, and it can be just about a breakup, something like that. But I think with IU songs, they always go a little bit beyond that, and it's really sad, but it's really beautiful, and I love it. The last song is Love Letter. Oh, she's writing. Kiss the guitar again.
골목길 머뭇하던 저 단령을 기억하오. 그날의 끄덕임을 난 잊을 수 없다오. 길가에 내린 새벽 그 고요를 기억하오. 그날의 5시를 난 잊을 수 없다오.
She's a great storyteller.
반듯하게 내린 기다란 속눈썹 아래 몹시도 사랑이 적어둔 글씨들에
Wow.
이따금 불러주던 형편없는 휘바람에 그 모든 나의 자리에 나 머물러 있다오.
It almost feels like a Christmas song.
아끼던 연필로 그어놓은 밑줄 아래 우리 둘 나란히 적어둔 이름들.
There's so much love in this song. Wow.
무심한 걱정으로 묶어주던 신발끈에 그 모든 나의 자리에 나 머물러 있다오. 좋아하던 봄 노래와 내리는 눈송이에도 어디보다 그대
Gosh dang it, it's beautiful. So beautiful. And I know with a title such as Love Letter, you can expect a beautiful, beautiful song all about love, dedicating your love to someone, and all those things that makes it that you love that person, and all the things that makes it that you are together and love each other. And oh my god, like saying, I remember the first goodbye said instantly in the hallway. I can't forget the nod of that day. I remember the silence at dawn on the roadside. I can't forget the 5 o'clock of that day. Under the wonderline drawn with the pencil I loved, the names we wrote side by side. On the shoelaces that were tied with careless worries, I stay in all of those places. In the spring song I liked, in the falling snowflakes, I stay in you more than anywhere else. I stay here, don't you cry. So I don't know if it's like because they are walking away from each other, the first goodbye, and they loved each other very, very strongly, and they remember this time, this moment that everything changed, and she's sort of reminiscent at that, but she actually stays in all those moments, meaning that she stays with this person in the memories that they have of her in those moments. So there's no need to cry. It's almost more towards a friend, but I'm so bad with analysis. But it's a beautiful song, there's no denying it, and Ayu is incredible with those types of songs, and she does it time and time again of releasing beautiful songs and beautiful melodies and singing so beautifully as well. It is such a beautiful piece that she's creating here with all of those different songs. The image, the final image of it is an album full of song and a little bit of heartbreak and melancholy, but also very hopeful. And it feels like it is snapshots of her life at different periods of her career and what she went through and stuff like that she puts together here. And in a way, it feels like it is a sort of the conclusion, like she did for Lilac, of it being a conclusion and now entering her 30s and how she moved on and ended like a decade. It feels like this was the perfect time for her to release those pieces that were missing, let's say, and now release it all together and end that stage of her life. And it's a nice gift for the fans. Like, it's a beautiful, beautiful gift for the fans. And I'm so happy and a little bit sad that I only saw it now. We are on the 10th of January and I only found it yesterday, so I was like more than almost 2 weeks late. Oof, which is really horrible for me as a fan, but still, I did really enjoy it. And I must say, Love Letter and Winter Sleep are definitely two of my favorites, but all of them have this very unique thing, this IU thing, very soothing, very loving, very melancholical at some point, but just really beautiful releases overall. So guys, now it is your turn. Tell me in the comments down below, what did you think about this album pieces? Were you happy? Were you surprised to have it? Did you like the live performances? What did you think about it all? I really want to know every single thing in the comments down below. Also, which song is your favorite? If you can choose one. I did, so you have to try it as well. Either way guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll be seeing you in my next one. Bye! And of course, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, it helps me a lot. Bye!
세트장에 혼자 남겨진 나는 단역을 맡은 그냥 평범한 여자